I'm Ian here for IrishBoxing.com. The silent assassin, Ryan O Rourke. It's always good to talk to you first off. I noticed that you're cutting weight. You're flying out to America tomorrow or Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday. Fuck off, Thursday now, yeah.
Thursday, so obviously it's Tuesday today, so you kind of 2 more days. You're cutting weight. You're drinking plenty of water, I see, just there.
Yeah, man, cutting weight. Uh back to the fun part. I've only had it once this year. It's my second fight. Obviously I would have looking a bit more activity to say this to you every time I won. But
Yeah.
look, at least it's not my birthday week, man. Every fight for my past three fights or something has been on my birthday, so funny enough this week's my mom's birthday. But
Okay.
yeah, look, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be have that fight week feeling of cutting the weight and pre-fight nerves and pre-fight excitement and all the fights you get with it.
You're in an 8 rounder against Jerome Baxter. The last time you fought like a Bomber Sala, who was actually in Town's Crawford's gym leading up to the Canelo fight. I know he was a key part in Crawford's gym to that mega fight between Crawford and Canelo, which was a massive kind of statement that obviously and beating him by a wide 80 to 70 decision. Um, have you looked up much about Jerome Baxter? He's 7-0, he's undefeated.
Yeah, he's undefeated. He's a good lad. I think there's not much on him actually. There's no videos. There's only really a
Clips.
couple of clips from his old amateur career, like 6 7 years ago. So we don't really know much about him. But yeah, he seems like a good lad. 7-0, and he'll be 7-1 come Saturday.
Um, what can we expect to see from you? Obviously, you don't know much about this guy, and you've dealt with that before, Ryan. You've dealt with not being able to see much about opponents, but I think the thing with your style is really that you can emulate to anything. If you get me, any style you can fight in the back foot, you can fight going forward. If he's orthodox, he's orthodox. If he's southpaw, he's southpaw. Left-handed, right-handed. It doesn't kind of really matter if you get me.
Yeah, man. I trained to deal with all styles. I feel like I personally don't have one style. I can box whichever way I need to box in that fight, as you've said. Whether that
Yeah.
be on the back foot, the front foot, inside, outside, wherever I need to do, I will adapt. I'll adapt quickly in the fight. So it doesn't worry me that we don't know too much because I really do believe in my boxing ability and my IQ to work them out pretty quick and then to put in the changes that need to be made mid fight and get that win.
Um, you're back at the Paramount as well. You've had one, two fights, three fights at the Paramount so far now.
Um, I've
Two,
had I think two
two,
or three. Yeah, I lose
two.
count.
Yeah, two. So it's good to kind of be back at the Paramount again. A good venue.
Yeah, great venue. I love fighting at the Paramount. It's a bit like York Hall or Belfast Hall in the fact that
Ulster Hall, yeah.
the balcony's real close to the ring and stuff. It's a real tight knit kind of venue. It crowds a lot of people into a tight space, and when the crowd gets going, it can really feel like there's double or triple what's actually in it. But they're so close to the ring, they're on top of you. I love fighting there.
Um, what can we expect to see from you next year? Obviously, you've another full crack at 2026, 12 months to do it. Do you want to expand? Do you want to? Are you looking to come back? As in, like, do you want to kind of branch out, I guess, from American England? Because don't get me wrong, having experience in American England is unreal. But like, are you looking to broaden your horizons? If you get me in a way.
Yeah, of course, man. First things first. Get this fight out of the way, get the win, and then maybe next year we can get back to Ireland. Um, we can get some activity over here, get some fights over here. Maybe a fight or two against an Irish lad in between the American fights, and just see what it has to offer. I'd love to come home, as I always say, and and get some fights in front of some home fans. I haven't fought in front of any home fans as a professional yet, so that'd be great for me. And yeah, hopefully it can happen.
Kind of, you've been all around Europe, been in the UK, you've been in Spain, Brussels. Um, yeah, Spain, Brussels, Belgium. So kind of you've conquered all of Europe really.
I'm a globetrotting.
Globetrotting. Let's go. O'Rourke the Globetrotter. That's exactly what we should call you next.
No, but I want to come home as well. Getting homesick.
Yeah.
All so hopefully soon we can make that happen.
Um, I guess like are you looking for titles next year, Ryan? I know the way obviously you said at the start of this year that you wanted titles and you felt you were ready for titles, and obviously we've had this conversation what the guts of probably 3 or 4 times. You're probably sick of me asking this question, but like I guess you're looking for them and you want to pick them up. You're 13-0 at the moment, you know.
Of course, man. I feel like I'm well ready for titles at this point. Well ready. Maybe overdue one. But next year, activity and titles. That's what I want. Activity and titles. And I think with one you'll get the other. So whichever one comes first, I ain't complaining. But activity and titles, that's what I'm looking.
Will you look for maybe a WBA if you get me, or WBO, those kind of belts if you can get them?
Any sort of ranking belt will do of the four ranking belts would be great. It'll give me a good ranking in the world then, and I can really push on,
Mm.
see what I can do in this self. I want to test myself. I want to get up there. I want to be on the big shows. I want to be is what I want to be in the mix. So if it takes a title for me to do that, well then I'll have to go about seeking one.
Have you tried to make contact with Eddie? Your team has tried to make contact with even with Eddie, Eddie, Frank, Ben Shalom, those kind of lads.
None yet. As I said, I'm still contracted to start boxing. Uh, I'm still under their banner fighting away in America, and yeah, we'll get next year out of the way, and we'll see what happens.
Right, do any of your lads, any of your mates be asking you, oh, when are you coming home? When you come home? When you come home? You know, we can't be globetrotting all the time ourselves. Obviously, your mates obviously probably have full-time jobs, you know, either on a site or an office or wherever they are.
That's the four. That's the second question I get asked is when's the next fight,
Okay.
and then the next question after that is, can I go to it? It's a bit far, so they're always asking me when are you coming home? When are you coming home? When
Yeah.
can I? When? I'm saying I don't know, man. Hopefully soon.
Say they're kind of the second year looking at the same answers, like, oh Jesus, right, here he goes again. He's probably going to say America or New York, sure. Casually fly to New York, there, lads.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like a broken record. I feel like this is going on me here. So
Yeah.
to me, but yeah, I really want to get home, have some fun with my home crowd, or a big cheer when my name comes out and get a nice win.
Talk to me about the new stable. A young lad called Ushin Wozencroft. I'm probably butchering his name. Ushin's probably watching this at the moment. I am going to get an Instagram message probably in a few hours being like, the fuck is that, man? Anyways, but talk about the new stable that's going on up in the Rogues gym. Yourself, Ushin, all the rest of the lads. Who's in there now?
Yeah, with myself and Ushian's obviously turning over. We've a couple of other lads there that aren't turning over just of yet, but maybe in the next year or two,
Yeah.
we're turning over. We're on a bit of a rebuild at the moment, and it's good as a fighter to have other active fighters around you. You know, for a while there, it was just me and my dad in the gym every morning. You know, and sometimes it can get hard on the cold mornings when it's just you on your own, and to have a bit of motivation and a bit of competition as well. A bit of healthy competition is good when you can push each other, and obviously with Usheen coming in now with a very good amateur career, and obviously all the other lads that are not there yet, but maybe in a year, 18 months will be. But they're definitely they're training hard. They're pushing me. We're all pushing each other. and they can only make each other better. So it's great to be on a rebuild again. Yeah.
So it's in a way, obviously, with John back in February, that obviously that beautiful poster, center ring, well, literally center ring at the back of the ring, kind of him looking at you in a way, kind of keeping an eye. He's obviously in the best way possible. That he's keeping an eye. And he's making sure that everything's okay. Um, when you're fighting or when you're leading up to, does John ever come into your mind, be like, oh, I wish that he was here, if you get me?
Of course, man. I will, like, obviously, I obviously this is a bit hard to speak about, but
Yeah,
I'd be I'd be thinking about John all the time, especially in the gym, coming up to fights. Just and not even about John, but about myself as well. Reflecting on what a privilege it is to be able to still be able to fight, to be healthy
yeah,
to fight. You know, a lot of boxers, and even the fight week that's in it. When I was only thinking about this earlier, actually, in the gym, and when I was on the bike, and I was thinking, "Jeez, I don't need I don't need this." I had a sweatsuit on the old bike, and I was feeling a bit knackered, and I was thinking to myself, "Well, what a privilege it is to be able to push my body to do this. What a privilege it is to be in this position to do this. Most people, as you said, most of your mates are on the building site. What a privilege it is to be healthy. What a privilege it is to be here, to be doing this. And unfortunately, that got taken away from John at a very early stage.
untimely manner. Yeah,
He was just on the brink. You know, he was one fight away from fighting for a British title, and it
yeah.
just goes to show how quickly not only your dreams but life can be taken away from you. So I'm always thinking about John and others as well. I do believe I have good spirits looking over me when I step into the ring, and they keep me safe, and I think that gives me great confidence when I'm stepping into the ring. Yeah.
On a brighter note, this past weekend we seen a shutout performance from Conor Benn against Chris Eubank in the rematch at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Just kind of any
Right.
brief thoughts at all whatsoever?
Just as you said, you said
Oh,
something there
I
and
said
broke up.
on another note, on a positive note, we've seen the rematch this past weekend, Conor Benn against Chris Eubank Jr. At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Just kind of any brief thoughts? Did you think that it was going to be an absolute shutout that we've seen? Obviously,
Uh,
Conor Benn, the majority of the scorecards of people, it was an absolute shutout, 12 rounds to nil. That some scored a kind of even 10-2. Or I don't know how some scored 10-2, but just any brief thoughts that are going towards that rematch?
um, to be fair to Ben, I didn't think he could do what he did. Would he have done it to a fully fresh prime Eubank? I don't think so. Did we need to see it again? I don't think so. Would I want to see it again? Definitely not. Um, I was a fan of the first fight. I wasn't a fan of the second one. But
Did you find the second one boring, Ryan? I kind of found it a bit boring with kind of the complete shutout. Like Chris Eubank Jr. during the weigh-in called for it said it was going to be a complete shutout. He literally said it was going to be a fight of the century and a complete shutout. And what we got was kind of a pasting, a beatdown of Conor Benn towards Eubank Jr. That there was nothing but just an absolute beatdown, if you get me, and everything that Eubank tried to throw was just smothered.
yeah, I think Eubank was just maybe he's shot, maybe he's finished, but it looked to me he looked like a laboured fighter. He looked drained. He looked like the rehydration clause really took an effect on him. He couldn't move his legs, man. Every time he tried to come forward, he was falling over his own feet. He just looked drained to bits. It was it was a bit of a sad sight to see, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think there was a need for a trilogy or anything like that.
Looking at the knockdown, I think the second knockdown looked a bit back of the head. It looks like there was a back of the head shot. The second knockdown. Did you we like listen? That doesn't look right at all whatsoever.
To be honest with you, I wasn't after like it's boxing, man. You can't like when you're throwing shots. I doubt his aim is to hit him there,
Yeah.
unless he's dirty. But like, yeah, sometimes shots slip through. Eubank's obviously on the move. I don't think it was intentional. If it was behind the head, yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Finally, a fight that was rumored for ages, but genuinely, no one actually believed what happened. I probably, you know, the fight I'm going to say next. Genuinely, like I was Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua. Obviously a professional boxer yourself. Just thoughts on this far from unusual clash.
Uh, oh well, fair play to Jake Paul, man. He's just he's just reeling everybody in every single time, and I can't see it being a proper fight because he lost to what's his name, Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
So like, what would Anthony Joshua do to him realistically that's a proper boxing fight? Anthony Joshua would absolutely lay him out in in minutes. I say it take less than a round. I seen a picture of them there the other day. It looked like they were paintballing together or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's farce. Like the fair play to them for selling it. Like I'd do the same, man. If somebody was offering me 40 million or however much.
Do you want to call out Jake Paul now, do you?
If he wants it, he can have it. But yeah, like
supposedly I heard, Jake Paul wants to fight you in Inchcore in the industrial estate on the road.
tell him I'm waiting on him. I'm
Yeah.
ready. And dip my hands in petrol.
He's going to fight you outside the brewery as well, and you can go for a beer after then.
You go over a point after, yeah. As long as it's on
Exactly.
him.
Big fish O Rourke against Jake Paul.
Yeah.
He won't do it.
He don't want it.
He doesn't want to. But no, it's genuine. Like, will you be tuning in? Like, what do you think? Is it a stupid clash in your mind?
I probably will, man. If it's on Netflix, like I wouldn't be buying no pay-per-views to go and watch
Yeah,
it.
it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, like the last one. I'd stick it on, man. I've probably watched all sorts of things on Netflix, man. What's that under a live event? I'll stick it on.
Yeah.
Probably one of the gobshites watching now.
Exactly. I'm kind of a bit of a wrestling fan myself, so it's kind of good that the WWE said it was on Netflix. I could just tune in instead of buying a stupid American network.
So the one good thing about it is it's pretty close. Like it's the 19th of December. It's not going to be a lot of shite for months on end. For all the bollocks they're not going to be trying to sell like press conferences and all this shit. It's just right. They're fighting. They have a fight and they'll go on about it.
It kind of be nice though to wrap up something at the end of the year. You know, like you've kind of completed 2026 of your fights and stuff, and you kind of can wrap up and sit down. And I know you love your food, Ron. I know you love your food.
I'll have a few cookies, a few cheesecakes, and I'll be just chilling, watching that.
There's a lad that reminds me of you on Snapchat called Frankie Davey. He's a middleweight, and he's literally like you. He just eats cake all day long.
I'll be a middleweight after this fight.
Super middleweight, I guess.
Oh, closer.
What's your walk around rate, Ryan? Like what would you be at the heaviest?
Can't that's like asking a woman what way she is, man. You can't be asking.
Yeah, come on. I know you won't kick the head off me, so that's what I'm asking.
I told you I'd have to kill you, man.
Okay, right. Ryan, on that note, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Right, nice one, Matt.